Welcome back to Monster Tamer, a Pokemon-style RPG tutorial series built with Phaser 3. In Season 2, we've been expanding our world with new areas, features, and systems, and today, we're starting on one of the biggest additions yet, NPC Battles. Up until now, all of our battles have been wild encounters, but what's a monster RPG without trainer battles? In this feature, we'll be adding NPCs that the player can battle against, starting with the classic interaction-style trainer battle. Let me show you a quick demo of what we'll be building. Here, when our player talks to an NPC, we'll show our normal dialogue, and then a battle event will be triggered. This kicks off a trainer-style battle where you can't run away, you can't throw a capture item, and the NPC will send out their own monsters to battle your party. And once you win, the NPC is marked as defeated, so you can't farm battles against the same trainer. So how are we going to build this? Here's the plan at a high level. First, we'll load our new assets for NPC trainers so they have unique battle graphics. We'll then enhance our NPC JSON data so that our trainers can be marked as battle NPCs, and we can use this in our world scene. We'll add new monsters to our monster JSON file to support our trainer-owned monsters. Then, we'll need to update our battle scene so we can prevent fleeing, prevent trying to capture the NPC's monsters, and then update our battle state machine so we have new flows tied to our NPCs. And then that way we can have our NPC do things like show up and then leave at the end of our battle. Finally, we'll need to update our world scene in our data manager so we'll be able to trigger our NPC battle events, keep track of which NPCs we've already defeated, and then make some updates to our data utils so we can look up our monsters for these trainer battles. And here's our full task list that we'll need to do to implement this feature. This can be found in the project source code. We'll tackle this step by step over the next few videos. So before we get started, we'll also need to add some new assets for our NPC trainers. These assets were previously included in our Season 2 Initial Assets zip folder. If you've been following along for Season 2, you should have already downloaded those assets earlier in the series. If you don't have those files handy, or you're new to the series, there'll be a link down in the description where you can download this asset zip folder. Inside that zip folder, you should see the following assets. And the main assets we're going to need are going to be under our assets, our game subfolder, and this will be our trainer youth, our boy, and our girl images. Once you have those new assets, we'll need to add them to our project. Under our project folder, under assets, under images, Monster Tamer, and then battle, we'll want to place our trainer youth boy and our trainer youth girl images here. Once we've added those images to our project, we just need to tell Phaser to load these in. To do that, we'll want to go into our asset keys file. Let's go to our battle asset keys. Under our object here, let's add in trainer, we'll do youth, then we'll do girl. Let's copy that. We'll add that as our value. We'll paste it one more time. We're going to update this to be boy. We'll copy that key. We'll add that as our value. Let's save. Now we'll need to update our preload scene so we can load in that asset. Let's go to our section where we load in our assets for our battle scene. Let's copy one of our lines of code. We'll paste it twice. Now for our asset key, we'll do our trainer, our youth, and our boy. And then we'll do our girl. And now for our file path, it should be under our Monster Tamer asset path, battle, and now we need to update our file name. So I'm going to copy our file name, come back to our preload scene. We'll have our trainer underscore youth underscore boy, and now we'll have our trainer underscore youth underscore girl, and both of these will be PNGs. So now if we save, when our project reloads, we shouldn't see any errors or warnings tied to our new assets. And that's it for today's video. Just a high-level overview of what we'll be building, a breakdown of the task ahead, and getting our assets in place to start building our new feature. In our next video, we'll start building out our feature by writing our code to get the first part of our NPC battles working. You can find the complete source code for this video in the description below, along with the links to the full series if you need to catch up. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. It really helps others find the series. And if you've been enjoying these Phaser tutorials and want to support the channel, I've set up a Ko-fi page. Even a one-time coffee helps me keep making more content like this, and the link's down in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll know as soon as the next episode is out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.